Hello, my wonderful people. We are subscribers all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the location at this very point in time. I want to use the medium to thank each and every one of us once again. I will not stop thanking you all for your immensely support towards this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk. So before we proceed, please, if you are not subscribed to this channel, endeavor to do that as soon as possible. Make sure you turn on the notification button so that you'll be notified each time we go live or we post something new on this channel or any other channel that is related to Okute Daily Talk. Please, tighten your seatbelt for we are about to take off this very morning. We are moving forward. 2023, I saw most criticized candidates emerging. Powerful prophecies emerged on P2B, Tinubu, and Wike, according to the gospel singer or gospel giver. Nigerian cleric Prophet Joshua Iginla again had released powerful prophecies about the forthcoming 2023 general elections. In the prophecies, Prophet Iginla spoke about the most criticized among the 2023 presidential elections candidates emerging as Nigeria's next leader after President Muhammadu Buhari. Who is that? Called the name among the top contenders for the presidential seat. Iginla only spoke about the presidential candidates of All Progressive Congress APC Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his Labour Party counterpart P2B. Who are there among them? Who wins? The renowned Nigerian cleric recalled how he had informed his followers in 2021 and 2022, even before the primaries of the political parties, about the governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, becoming a major factor in the forthcoming elections. He also recalled that Tinubu, a former governor of Lagos State, is also a major factor in the 2023 race. Delay of election results, according to Joshua Iginla. In his prophecies made available to okutenews.com, Prophet Iginla said Nigerians must pray not to have the unnecessary drag or delay of announcement of the election results. Don't misquote me. The ruling party should not be over-courageous because I see a fight of two lions and a tiger, especially in the gubernatorial elections of some states. There will be a win and gain here and a lose there. Concerning the presidential election, I see the most criticized and the hated candidate emerging winner under the permissive will of God, the cleric said. I have said this thing before and I still repeat myself. Joshua Iginla, with all due respect, who are the most criticized? Almost all the whole presidential candidates are criticized. They criticize P2B for not having a structure. They criticize him for not having members. They criticize him for empty stadiums. That is, by the way, they criticize Bola Ahmed Tinubu of his credentials. They criticize him of many things, of the drug-related issues they have 30 years ago in Chicago, Illinois, or what did they call him. They also criticize Atiku of what he has been doing, or what he has done of running a quite number of times without no success. To which of them, almost all of them, almost these three horns that is contesting for this election. I am not talking about NNPP or Sawore, but these three people have been criticized in one way or the other. So stop giving us prophecies without any solid something. You say the most criticized. Almost all of them are criticized. So not tomorrow now, if any of them win now, you come out and tell them this is the person I told you people. Nobody that cannot criticize will be. Nobody cannot criticize Atiku. They criticize Atiku in many ways. And the things I have done when he was the vice president of the Nigeria or of the country, and how the problems he had with his master, his principal, which is OBJ, on how he sold most of the Nigerian assets to his allies that made those companies to debt to today. Of how he made a tweet and they deleted it. They are still criticizing him about that. Of what he said in the Arewa Consultative Forum House in Kaduna, where he make some ethnic some ethnic sentiments. So tell me, who among them has not been criticized? Is it Obi that they keep on looking for any loophole to criticize him? Now Obasanjo have endorsed him. Nobody is talking any other thing again. Nobody is campaigning. Nobody doing anything again. Only they criticize Obasanjo, how he lost 2019, how he not do well during his own time, or what happened, or this or that and the other. Now the criticizing will be no more campaign again. Nobody is talking about how town hall meeting again. That era has gone. Now Tinubu has defeated them on that. They keep on telling you we will appear, we will appear. Now this is January going to February. When are they going to appear at the town hall to tell Nigerians? Let Nigerians say and hear from the horse's mouth, not hearing from their speakers. So that when they go into office, they will be held responsible for their promises. Not the one that their spokesperson went out there to lament simply because they have been paid to do so. And you are here telling us another different thing. Do not underestimate P2B's Labour Party, according to Joseph Iginla. Speaking about the outcome of polls in some states, Iginla warned that opposition not to underestimate Labour Party at the polls. I will mention these states and won't elaborate, but we should just pray along as the election is underway. Kaduna State, Benue State, Plateau State, Enugu State, Abia State, Cross River, and Oyo State. Iginla said he wants ruling parties in the mentioned states to be prepared and not be overconfident so that there won't be surprises at the polling station that day. States like Rivers, Lagos, I see those sitting in the seats returning the seats, he said. But Rivers, which is Port Harcourt, Nyesom Wike is not going for the third time, so that one should put it by the side. I don't say you give a fake prophecy, but put it by the side. He's not receiving any seat. Iginla, however, urged Nigerians to be prayerful so that so there won't to be unnecessary battles and tensions after the elections. He charged everyone to pray so that the outcome of the elections should go down well with the players, and the aggrieved ones should address it legitimately. Prophet Iginla warned Labour Party presidential candidate Obi to gear up on his security as a person before and during the 2023 general elections. He noted that the year 2023 will be turning point for Nigeria after the election if the right person emerges. So I'm the one that's adding this. According to the prophet, contrary to the prophecies being given, Nigeria will gradually bounce back irrespective of the tensions that will come during and after the elections. Iginla further noted that the new Nigerian that will come in will take drastic measures that will create tensions, but it will lead to sustainable economic growth that will shock us, according to Prophet Iginla. Great secrets under Buhari's government will be exposed. While warning the citizens to pray against fire outbreaks in major markets in Nigeria, Prophet Iginla said there will be a great exposure of secrets under the incumbent government led by President Muhammadu Buhari. According to him, even President Bubu will be shocked to know for the first time some of the secrets that will be unveiled, which are irregularities perpetrated by some of his appointees during his tenure. Godwin Emefiele is one of them. Prophet Iginla said the incumbent governor of Central Bank of Nigeria must pray well because he foresees hard times coming ahead of him. It have already started happening. Leave this one, Oga. Leave this one. The controversy has started since he made mention of the change of new Naira note. So don't use this as a prophecy. All these mind game players. Make una take them easy, abi. Nnamdi Kanu will be released. According to Prophet Iginla, according to the prophet, the embattled leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will be released, but he has to pray for his health. He having health challenges, so he having health challenges. So which one are you telling him to pray for his health? Somebody who has been crying for quite some months now to grant access to his physicians to attend to him, and you are here now telling us he have to pray for his health. Man, he has to pray even after his release. Indeed, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. He must fight to stay alive and think about his health. He still has a purpose to fulfill. The voice of the Igbo man will be heard sometime, somehow, on God's own calendar, someday. Prophet Iginla noted. Tinubu will suggest sensitive betrayal. According to the cleric, the presidential candidate of the APC, Tinubu, will at a point suggest sensitive betrayal. However, he said that nothing is going to change, but things will be tough. Overconfidence is dangerous at times. God uses the foolish things of this world to comfort the wisdom of the wise. Peter Obi is a man with a mysterious destiny, but a prophet is without honor except in his own kindred. That is exactly the point. They have started showcasing it, that they will not support him, or rather than they are supporting a riffraff to come and succeed as a president of Nigeria from Igbo extraction. I laugh in Spanish. Mighty betrayal will come from quarters he least expected. 2023 is a year of mystery. Those you despise might be your helpers, and those you are embracing might be the ones to betray you, Iginla said. Wike's fate. Speaking on the current controversies in the People's Democratic Party camp, Prophet Iginla said, despite all odds, Governor Wike's political destiny is not yet over. He still has a long way to go, and we are looking forward to that. He said, Wike will play a major political role in the destiny of this country. I am not saying this for enticement, but the star is on his head somehow. He should watch over his head too and avoid being poisoned. Like I said, Wike is a factor in this country. Even after election, the winners should pray to enjoy their health and not be traveling constantly abroad for medical attentions. There is a special cause on the seat of power of this country. There is a force that made men who have something tangible to do for this country to enter there and find it difficult to do anything, the prophet added. When I don't hear him, the bottom line is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be do what? Will be released. When? We don't know, according to Prophet Iginla, but he should also pray for his health, which we know he have health challenges for quite some time now. So let us go ahead into this business of the day. We are proceeding. Please do not touch the dial. 2023. Quit complaining. It is time to act. Peter Obi's wife sent message to Nigerians. Margaret Obi have sent messages to Nigerians. You should stop complaining. Rather, embrace the truth now before it is too late for you. Margaret Obi, the wife of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has urged Nigerians to quit complaining and vote in a patriotic leader in the upcoming 2023 general elections. Speaking at the town hall meeting with the team, Women for a New Nigerians, held at Event Center, City Park, Abuja on Tuesday, Margaret noted that it is time for Nigerians from all walks of life, irrespective of their ethnicity, religious affinity, to vote for a new Nigerian where every citizen will enjoy a pride of place. She insisted that Obidachi presidential ticket present Nigerians with a much sought after opportunity to vote in a leadership that truly cares and has the competence to deliver. According to her, the time for complaining is over. God has presented us with a unique opportunity, and we must do our part as women, mothers of the nation, so truly birth the Nigerian we want to see for our future generations. Do not despair. Indeed, a new Nigeria is possible, and with your participation, a new Nigeria will be born at the election polls on the 25th of February this year. Here is how we will do it, according to Margaret Obi. We are gathered here today because we are patriots who believe Nigeria is worth fighting for. Our home that we must build with our hands. We are here because we believe that the nation is speeding downhill in the wrong direction, and now it is approaching a cliff into a deep, dark abyss. Together, we must take action to turn the nation around and head it in the right direction. There is no better team to lead Nigeria at a time like this than Peter Obi and Senator Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed, according to Margaret Obi. You people can hear the very sound speech from the wife of Peter Obi. I think the education is running on their blood. As Peter Obi is educated and with enough credentials, that is the same way the wife is also educated with enough credentials. Not the lies of people who will come out on the national TV and tell you, even with the double speaker self, to speak English is wahala for them, and make on a vote for PDP because they have vote for APC because they have made promises for us. You see, is PDP wife of PDP campaigning for APC? To speak English itself is wahala for them, and they are looking for seat of power to become first lady. You get the point now? 9 dead, others hospitalized as cholera disease spreads in Ebonyi community. Cholera disease spread has reportedly led to the death of at least 9 people in a community in Ebonyi State. Reports obtained by Niger News reveal that unconfirmed numbers of people are now receiving medical attention at hospitals following the spread of the bacterial disease. The 9 casualties, according to reports, were residents of the Akboha community in Afikpo, North Local Government area of the state. Though medical officials have told reporters that only 30 people were hospitalized, residents, however, argue that the number may be higher than what they are giving us. Okute News understand that the state government on Sunday scrambled a state rapid response team to the community to help bring the situation under control. The chairperson of the local government, Iginla, led the team, which comprised staff of the Ministry of Health and that of the National Center for Disease Control, NCDC, to the community for immunizations. Addressing the village heads, men, women, and youth of the Akboha community, Ibiam regretted the situation, observing that most of the victims were children. He urged the people of the area not to panic as the situation is under control. He commended the state government for responding promptly, especially in sending rapid response team to assist health workers at Akboha in containing the situations. The council boards further admonished the residents of the area to adhere strictly to medical advice from health professionals to stem the outbreak. To complement the state government's provisions, Ibiam, who took to visit the victims at the various health facilities at Akboha, promised to drill 4 solar boreholes within 2 weeks. 2 per ward to enable them to have access to clean water, because what is causing that cholera is dirty water they have been drinking. But the governor is busy sharing 111 million naira to people from Lagos and Abuja so that they will come back home for Xmas, for their transport and whatever. But look at cholera. It's killing the people because of bad water, because of bad environment, and because of nonsense food and what they eat in their mouths. He said that his visit was to serve as a psychological therapy to the people of the area and to assure them of the administration readiness for humanitarian interventions to save their children from mortality from a cholera outbreak and other diseases. The chairperson also gave out some relief materials including foams, disinfectants, and cash to the people. The people of the area thanked Mr. Ibiam for his prompt spot assessment of the situation and for giving them reasons not to despair. The latest incident comes 3 weeks after a similar incident in the Ezilo community in the Isielu local government area of the state, which claimed 5 lives. Earlier, a health specialist in the state Ministry of Health, who spoke on condition of anonymity, attributed the incident outbreaks in the state to open defecation and lack of potable water in most rural communities in the area. They defect in open places, and it's one of the things that causes all this outbreak. He urged the state government to find a lasting solution to the perennial water scarcity in the state and embark on the construction of toilet facilities in rural communities. He noted that the lives of innocent Ebonyi people are at risk because the government's failure to provide basic amenities. Okay, now can he accept that he has failed? Rather, he's busy jumping to look for another Senate seat after 8 years in being a governor. I don't know what is wrong with this our people, self. All these our governors. After the governor, you go to Senate, from Senate to House of Reps, from House of Reps, you go to almost all the whole small offices simply because you don't want to give up what you are eating. I don't understand. You don't want to stop the corruption. You keep on continue with the corruption until your last day in this world. Is that how this country is going to be good? Only care for your pocket and that of your children. Now wow. It don't happen again, no. Wife killed as gunmen raise house of a Bubago commander to Ebonyi State. Who killed the wife and who raises the house is what we are about to find out. Do not touch the time. Gunmen have killed the wife of Onyeku Chima, commander of the Bubago security outfit in Afikpo, South Local Government Area of Ebonyi State. Ndori. Okuteni report that the police spokesperson in the state, Chris Anyanwu, confirmed the development to journalists in Abakaliki, the Ebonyi State capital. Speaking on the attack, which occurred in the early hours of Sunday, being the first day of this year, first day of this month, Anyanwu said the house of a Bubago commander was also set ablaze. He said a report filed in by CSP Ayodele Umujose, the divisional police officer, Afikpo South Division in the state, has it that the Ama Ekiti Amose Edo Eda youth leader Nachi Mba reported that at about 02:30 hours on January 1st, 2023, the house of the Afikpo South, the Bubago commander Onyeku Chima, located at Owutu Eda, was attacked. His house was set ablaze while his wife Chima was killed by the attackers. It has not been established who perpetrated the disastrous act. They said the Bubago commander alleged that it was one Okporie Ashengo and his cohorts that did that. The Commissioner of Police in the state, CP Aliu Garoba, had directed that immediate investigation be activated by the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of the State Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department to unravel those behind these very crimes. Further to that, detectives of the State Criminal Investigation Department and operatives of the command tactical teams have taken over positions in the area as the CP orders that the perpetrators be fished out and brought to book to pronto. It is rather unfortunate that mischief makers are still fomenting fracas in the state in spite of the grace of witnessing a new year, according to the CP. So that is all you need to know about how the commander, whether the chief commander of Bubago in the Afikpo South or Afikpo North local government area of Ebonyi State, his house was attacked, his wife killed, and they burned down his properties. That is his house and everything that is in it. So that is all you need to know about that very particular issue. And I urge my people to please, they should tamper justice with mercy and forget about all this fracas of killing one another in one way or the other. It is not the best way to settle disputes. No life should be lost again. We have lost enough life in this country. The blood of the innocent keep crying on daily basis, and that is why this country have not been moving forward. It keep on experiencing backlash. It keep on experiencing miscarriages in all ramifications, both in the leadership sector, in the power sector, in the economy sector, and also in the educational sector. So please, enough of this shedding of innocent bloods in this country called Nigeria. Presidency lied. I had no disagreement with Obasanjo over second Niger Bridge. Obi of Onitsha speaking. The Obi of Onitsha, Nnemeka Achebe, has denied any form of altercation with the former President Olusegun Obasanjo over the construction of the second Niger Bridge. The former traditional ruler said the submission by the presidency that he and Obasanjo had a disagreement over issues about the bridge construction is factually not correct. Okuteni reported that the monarch's position was made known in a statement on Tuesday by the chief of staff to the Onitsha Traditional Council, Chinyelugo Anionwu. The statement comes as a direct reaction to a claim by the presidency in a statement on Monday by the senior special assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, said Obasanjo deceived the Southeast during the flag-off for the construction of the second Niger Bridge, adding that the Obi of Onitsha had some altercations with the former president of Nigeria, OBJ. Shehu claimed in a statement that Obasanjo led the sword for the bridge in his first time as elected president and work never started. All these things are just to make sure that they tarnish the image of OBJ simply because he doesn't fit Obi. We know all of our tricks. When he sought the election for the second time in office, he returned to the site to turn the sword for the bridge the second time. When the Obi of Onitsha forthright and scholarly reminded him that he had done this in the past, OBJ told the foremost Southeast traditional ruler that he was a liar in the full presence of the chiefs and oracles in his palace. However, the Obi institution said the claim by the presidency is not correct. The traditional ruler clarified that he wasn't involved in any sword-turning ceremony for the second Niger Bridge during Obasanjo's first tenure, and while he doesn't want to join issues with the two leaders of the country, it is important to set the records straight. You don't hear Garba Shehu, Nara. The statement from the palace reads, His Majesty Nnaemeka Achebe, CFR, MNI, Obi of Onitsha, by his position as a traditional and natural ruler, should normally not engage publicly in high-level discourse on affairs of state between two of our highly respected national leaders, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, and former President Olusegun Obasanjo, GCFR. However, the palace deems it absolutely necessary to ensure that public statements relating to our monarch are factually correct. Accordingly, the palace would like to state categorically that His Majesty was never involved in any sword-turning ceremony for the second Niger Bridge during the first tenure of President Olusegun Obasanjo as President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and therefore could not have engaged in any altercations with the then president as stated in the above press release. The encounter. The statement added that only time the monarch and Obasanjo had a discussion about the bridge was during a low-key flag-off event for the construction, and the traditional ruler prayed that the incoming administration would complete the project with alacrity because it was already the twilight of the Obasanjo's administration. He said the only involvement of His Majesty with the President Obasanjo regarding the second Niger Bridge was at the very tail end of his second term as president during a low-key flag-off of the project, when His Majesty prayed that the succeeding administration would consult the bridge expeditiously. We are grateful, according to Obi, the monarch on behalf of his people, used the opportunity of the statement to appreciate the President Muhammadu Buhari's regime for completing the second Niger Bridge, not yet completed, sir. He said, Onitsha will continue to express their utmost gratitude to President Buhari and his government for successfully constructing the magnificent bridge. That is the news from Obi of Onitsha to direct the lives of Garba Shehu, who the only thing they can do is just to support people's name. Well, I don't blame them because they have been paid to do so. So what do you expect? Liars from pit of hell. That is what we have in government offices. That is what we have in the Ministry of Culture and Tourism. And the tourists, Minister of Culture and Tradition, or whatever they call him, Lai Mohammed. That is why what we have in the lives of Femi Adesina That's what we'll have in the lives of Garba Shehu. That's what we have in the lives of Dino Malai. I mean, a lot of them never do well, who have vowed that this country must surely sink because of their lies and deceitful ways of life. Well, it will not happen as long as the God Almighty is alive and is still seated on his throne. We must surely overcome all of them someday, somehow, when the time is right. So, my good people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom and the lovers of mankind, those who loves what I'm doing, please make sure you turn on the notification button so that we'll be notified each time we go live or post something new on this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk. If you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you do. Share this content and make it go viral. For without you, there will be no Okute Daily Talk, and without Okute Daily Talk, there will be nothing for you. Until I come your way again, please make sure you subscribe, share, and like. I'm saying bye for now. Okay, Messiano. Okay? I love you all.